Hello, welcome everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day. Today, I'm bringing something a little bit different than what we normally show on the channel, which is showing you how to create certain, functions, pages, websites utilizing the Wix platform. So today I have one of my best friends here, Sanil. He's a top developer in India and he has years of experience building websites in different platforms. But in the last year and a half, I believe, or a little bit more, maybe he can tell us if I'm wrong on that. He has built hundreds of websites in Wix Editor X, and he can tell us a little bit more about why and what Wix is doing, for him to make a decision to only build with Wix, right? Now, me personally, I used to be with WordPress. We used to build websites just utilizing WordPress. But after, getting tired of having to done with updates, broken links, and having to always be giving this platform maintenance, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna switch to Wix. And I'm being very happy, even though there are some cons about Wix, there's still a lot of improvement that can be done. But Sunil, I'm gonna leave it up to you. What can you tell us about Wix? What do you think is good or bad? And what recommendation would you give somebody building their website using Wix?
Thank you, Rennie, for bringing me here. First of all, and as you asked about the of course, you asked many questions, so maybe some I forget, so I will ask again. So
Sorry, I
yeah,
didn't mean to, push so many questions at you, but hopefully
yeah, no,
we
no
can
worries.
answer all of
So I
them.
mean, yeah, I think first question was why Wix someone should choose Wix as their website building platform, and like where the Wix as a platform is going in future, like why we should stuck with that, right? First of all, it's all about use case. Like let's take an example again. If we go into dig into detail, like you are a, let's say, manufacturer of something, okay? Now you do not care about like if people come and buy directly from the product my website. They just want to show, okay, I have thousands and thousands of product and you can come and browse anytime. Why I am saying this, in this internet is where Amazon and like Target or Walmart, or let's say in India Flipkart, or Geo or whatsoever other companies have been growing, okay? I mean, of course, they invest in technology billions and billions of dollars. Okay. So like people are addicted to, that second response. Okay. Now, of course, as a small company, we cannot build that kind of technology and resource. Okay. So sometimes, when people compare the things, I think they are not talking about what they are actually comparing with actually. Okay. Like if you want to like say, hey, like this website is working just like wow light speed, then we need to understand what is that website, what the infrastructure that have been built, okay, how much they are investing and how much we are actually willing to invest. So I mean, when we calculate too many things according to technology, according to their capacity and all that, I think on the all basis, we need to decide what we need to choose and what we don't need to be choosing. Okay. So to the accurate, coming to the point, I was talking about, like creating the inventory. Like again, as I said, like if you want, you have like thousands and thousands of user visiting daily your website and just placing the order. Of course, you should not choose Wix for the e-commerce website, but you can choose Wix for, like thousands, lakhs of for visitor daily. You can choose a basic like informative based website for the, like you can create in the Wix. There will be no issue because just people need the information. They are not going to take too many actions like adding to cart or removing to cart or liking and all that. So I mean, yeah, I mean we can go into more detail, but I think this answers your basic questions. But still you can
Yes.
ask like if I have something missed.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. When coming down to comparing Wix specifically to other platforms, are we doing a really good comparison between each of them, right? Many times we just go by what the internet is saying, right? A lot of developers that are happy using WordPress, or people that build on Python, or people that use JavaScript, right? So anybody that uses other platform other than Wix can have negative things. And me personally, I used to be like that. I used to have WordPress and just talk crap about Wix. I was like, you know what, this is not a good platform, has this thing, you cannot even do that. But in the moment I switched to Wix and I start using the tools available and saw how easy it is to build websites, one, and two is how easy it is to get feedback from your clients, right? And how you can do certain things that don't require a plugin. I was like amazed. And I think one of the best things that I like about Wix is their forms, because that's the most important thing on the website. If somebody cannot send you a message through a form, most likely you're gonna be losing leads, right? And with WordPress, that's what I noticed is many times, because you have to use some type of plugin because it doesn't come integrated into the site. Sometimes your forms usually end up on spam, and that's what the thing that kind of pushed me more towards like, you know what, I really like Wix. Yeah, I'm gonna give up some of like the design animations that WordPress has that Wix doesn't have yet, and but it's okay because I get a better reward of being able to deliver those same content and also be able to get that information from potential clients. So again, it's a good point that you mentioned that, and definitely comparison has to be done to a different level where you actually going apples to apples and not trying to compare, like you say, Walmart to a small site when they have put billions of dollars into development. Which with Wix, you have mentioned that to me before, right? That if you have a big team and the right knowledge, you could also do a lot of things also in the platform, right?
Absolutely, absolutely,
Perfect.
absolutely right, Danny. So I mean, is there was any question in between or just
I
like
think I did, but I will have to remember. But yeah, I think the question was why would you recommend Wix, and then what are the cons for Wix, right? Like what are the things that you don't like about Wix? Because you have built so many websites, and in a few more videos that we're going to be bringing, hopefully you can show us some of those websites that you built using Wix.
absolutely. Okay. So if talk about the Wix cons, actually I hate it still. If you say, I don't know why they are not providing, the site loader, we can say. Of course, they have some, like page transition, they called it actually. Okay. One page to other page you go. They called it some transition, and they have some kind of what you will say. I don't know if you just call it transition or animation. But that actually I hate still about Wix, because I have tested with many times, with the Shopify website, with the Webflow website, like why this is feeling me to make like it's taking time. But trust me, it does not take time. Actually, when you click on some link, you don't feel actually when, we are addicted to touch something and just loading something like every day. Okay, we are browsing maybe thousands or hundreds of website, and every website is loading in the browser, and just maybe their page is just going blank for maybe few milliseconds. But in Wix happen is that they don't provide that loader, they just load whole website instantly. That's why we feel it's taking some time. Okay, so if they can provide that loader, I think then what we are right now discussing, pros and cons, trust me, many pros and cons will discover like instantly. Okay, and as you asked about the WordPress, like the plugin and all that, so if you know about how WordPress is grown, okay, WordPress was also just a simple blogging kind of platform, right? So I mean, we are talking about the time when there was no these kind of companies, and there are not this much developer and all that, the technology, right? And those time creating a simple website, I think was costing people lakhs and lakhs of rupees, right? We are talking about like 2005 or something around time, right? Like how
Yes.
much this time was, like the people are investing to create a website. So when WordPress came, okay, because it was like open source version, anyone could have been used that. Okay, So I mean, happen is that, like lot of people get involved into that. Okay. So lot of people, find the way how we can generate like money. Okay. As a build a community, as a build, whole economy around it. Okay. So as soon as, of course, if with any platform, it's not about just that, if you know in recent time, or like large corporations are releasing their software as open source. Okay. So why they are doing that? Okay. They are not just doing like other just they can get benefit. Okay. Of course they are doing for the community and world benefit, but still they also know like the many people will involved like in the any particular thing, more and more improvement can be done. Okay. Like the many mind will be there, the many idea will be there, right? So
Yes.
same thing is actually with the WordPress, because they have like huge community right now, right time. Millions of people, I think, earn money by just selling a WordPress theme and template. Okay. So I am just saying is this about, because you said like many people are working, be negative or other platform and all. I mean, of course, everyone has their perspective and idea. Okay. No one is right
Yes.
and no one is wrong, I believe. Okay. Everyone can say what they think, but what I believe, I mean, like it's always about what you want from something actually. Okay. If you trust me, if you talk, without, just thinking about your benefit, you will never find a problem in anything actually. Okay. You just say something bad about something because that is not benefiting you in some way actually that you expect. Okay. So I think it's not about like what is the best and what is the like bad. It's just about what use case you want to be using. So yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, there are a lot of more things, but I think these give the answer for like why some people may be liking and why some people may be not liking.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much for that, Sunil. So we're gonna, be doing more videos, and hopefully, you can share some of the work that you have done so people can see, right? Because most of the
Absolutely.
times it's hard to know or find uh, a good design website that was created with Wix. Many of the templates that Wix have, they're good, but I feel like they're very they're not like they haven't take the time to actually go
You
further
see,
than just
mm, I want to give I mean, of course, you haven't asked the question, but I want to give one answer here. Why actually I started, creating lot and lot of template and I launched the Vixx theme store. Of course, I mean, this is my belief. That's why I am doing this. You know, one of the biggest reason why WordPress is so successful, because anyone can create a good website in from just a few $100 to few $1,000. Okay. Why I am saying that? There are, I think, millions of template on the internet if you go about to find about the WordPress. Okay. So if there are millions of options, of course there can be millions of design and idea also, right? Let's
yes,
take an example. You maybe like some design. Okay. Like you like this design but you don't like the color. So by working, what is the my experience? Okay. With the in general people, like of course the WordPress is not for just the agency, actually those are for the end customer, right? So like if someone likes something, not they like that design but don't like the color, then you have multiple options to show them. Okay. Because as a business owner, if I am not technology enthusiast, okay, I don't have too much technology knowledge, I will be not knowing, okay, I can change this color here, then it will be look like that. Okay. I will do that, then it will be look like that. I think some of our experience have been like that. Okay. We create whole prototype, still if one image is missed, then client say, oh, put that image, right? So
yes,
I think you can understand what I am trying to tell here, right?
yes,
So I mean, this is the idea to create one kind of like a huge template library with the creative template idea. Okay. The Wix templates, I will not say those are bad, because of course Wix is the huge company. Of course they have more knowledgeable people maybe than us. Okay. But still those are very basic website. Okay. Those are keeping in mind because Wix already just market like create website in 5 minutes. First of all, you can never create a website in 5 minutes. Okay. To be very frank, I don't know why they advertise like that, but you cannot create. It does not matter how many information you have at a time. Yeah, if you just want to change one banner and maybe one heading, that can be done. But in 5 minutes you cannot create the website. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, they have just put in the people perspective, like you don't need time to create a website. And this is what happened in some time Wix. If people talk crap about that, like the designing and all that, because Wix never told them like you can go and create this kind of website. Okay, they just say you can create a good website, just drop down through image and all that. They are not showing you like how you can create a a good looking and UI and UX oriented website.
Yes.
Yeah, I think like this will make a huge impact. Like if we people see like what kind of design also can be created with the Wix, they will, I think, be impressed.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for that, Sunil. So we'll see you on the next one.